Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom. You know, where the Hebrew Israelites come in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America and this wicked society. Let the Israelites know that time is up in Babylon. You understand? That the coming of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly and arrogantly and stupidly calls Jesus Christ, is on his way. The real name of the Lord in the Hebrew is Yahweh, which means he exists, he is. The name of the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he is salvation, he is the deliverer. You understand? And HaMashiach means the anointed Savior. With that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh, and double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, this 100% truth. Why the whole world lie in darkness. And the time even other Israelite camps are lying in darkness the same way. You understand? I'm not here to call no names right now, but they know themselves. You're all lying in darkness. Somebody give me Isaiah 60, start at verse 1.
The book of Isaiah chapter 60 and 1.
When I might come in my spirit and I start to see what the spirit says. Read.
Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
The Bible says, arise and shine, for thy light is come. Your light is the truth. Yeah, your light is the truth, but the truth is also your heritage. Let me read it again. The light is the truth, but the truth is your heritage. So when you got your heritage back as a Hebrew Israelite, the light did shine upon you. Genesis 1:1 say, the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. Right?
Yeah, because especially for the times where we are now, light is come, so you're protected. You're safe, in other words. The Lord letting you know you're safe, you're covered. Because the times where we are in, the world going to get, but how are not going into it? By 2025, this place might be rampant with madness.
Total darkness, total darkness. Can't be a Christian, because Christian is all about enjoying this darkness. Read it over again.
Isaiah 60 and 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
The Lord say, arise and shine, for thy light is come. The light is your heritage, which is your gospel. You want to know where your roots and your culture and your heritage is? The Bible. We are the children of Israel. We are the sons of Israel. Our name in the Hebrew is Yasha Allah. Yah means he, Shai is prince, Allah means God. You put the word together, he is the prince of God. He is the prince of the powers. Everybody understand this thing? Read it over again.
Isaiah 60 and 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Go ahead.
And the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is risen upon thee.
And the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is risen upon you. Go ahead.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
And how we know darkness covering the earth? Because every philosophy and every doctrine that is in your heritage is false in the sight of the Lord. Jehovah's Witness is false, Seventh-day Adventist is false. Every Christian man-made philosophy out here in Mystery Babylon is false. God ain't dealing with religion. God gave you a heritage. Somebody give me Jeremiah 17:4. Basic scriptures, you know, to heat up the start of fire.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Read.
And it says, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage.
When did we stop discontinuing from we heritage? When we came across here in slavery. But let me go a little further. It goes beyond that. It goes before that. When we went to Africa, we started to mingle with the Hamites. Israel has been doing that from decades. What did somebody go into the book of Deuteronomy, I think chapter 7, start at verse 1. Finish it out and you'll go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. God has been warning Israel from foundation, do not mingle and mix with the other people, because you will lose your heritage, and then who is to be blamed but yourself? Read.
And the scripture say, right, envy not the oppressor, and choose not none of his ways.
Repeat yourself again, Ak.
As the scripture say, envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
That is why we're not choosing none of what the white man have to offer. That is why all people are so stupid. Right? They think they're smart, but it's stupid. That's why Christmas in the ghetto and Christmas marking out, everyone always for debt. Everyone always marked for debt. Because you choose not the way of the Lord. Read that.
And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee,
And read it over again.
and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
He said, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
And you will cause it to serve thy enemies. So you take it, like Christmas go come in the ghetto and start to snap them. And wherever he say goes, because you know Israel is like, you always want a shepherd to follow. Because we are sheep. So a sheep need a shepherd. And they choose the shepherd, which is the Lord. They choose Esau, Edom as their shepherd. These Negroes will celebrate Christmas because Christmas is not the heritage, but Esau gave them that. So they celebrate what the so-called white man gave to them. Now, how do you think the God of the Bible feel about that? Shouldn't he not be pissed the fuck off? Read that. Read it over again. Read it over again.
John,
If I
Jeremiah
tell them Moses
17:4.
yourself for that, you will be blessed. Read that.
Jeremiah 17:4, and it says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which have burned forever.
So Yara, break it down for them.
Right, can. Right, because hey, what going on when Israel burn off, you come like when you're burning, that strange incense, right? You turn into what Solomon said, to wood and stone that would not profit in you. You're praying to idols that it can't move, it can't talk. You're praying for help, that's something that it can't even help you. Right? These things that cannot help you, Shezwe Bourget, aka Jesus Christ, cannot help you.
At all. He never did help you on the slave ship. How we helping me now? Read.
Yeah, because that's the back of your, when it say discontinue from your heritage, it's really going into stop. Where you already had your fall from where you was to this stature now.
You have Deuteronomy 7 verse 1. You have it one day. Before you bring out that, let me hear what these brothers bring up all the precepts. So I want everybody to get the precept out. And then we'll go into Deuteronomy 7 and you'll start at verse 1.
This is the book of John chapter 3 verse 19.
Read.
And it says, and this is the condemnation.
And this is what?
The condemnation.
Which happened to be Brother Nagad, one of Brother Nagad's favorite scripture. What is our gospel? Our gospel is a gospel of condemnation. Christians just say that all over TikTok. Even if GMS are preaching and House of Israel preaching or any of the Israelites preaching, they just say, why you let us condemn the people for? Because the gospel is about the condemnation of the world. Read.
And it says that
correct.
And it said that light. Right, and it said that light is come into the world.
Read it over again.
Right, this is the book of John chapter 3 verse 19. It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Yeah, so you going and join Jehovah's wickedness is evil. You join in any form of Christianity is evil. You join in Islam is evil. You join in anything that is your heritage is evil. The Lord said, I am a jealous God, thou shalt have no other God besides me.
That's what it said. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. They say, hear the word of Yahweh, the children of Israel, for the Lord had a controversy.
For the Lord had a what?
A controversy.
The Lord had a controversy
with the inhabitants of the land.
The Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. This whole land. That is not. You shouldn't be happy in this place. If your pastor tell you try to be happy in this place, he had demons, he had legions of unclean spirits upon him. What happened to T.D. Jake when he started to get happy? He started to bend down for Diddy. Remember? That was the gospel in Christianity. Be happy. Try to make a life in this life. And he started to bend over to get his life. Read that.
Continuing in the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. I read, it say, because there is no truth.
Because there is no what?
There is no truth.
What is the truth? The truth is the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
The truth is the law, statutes, and commandments. Somebody give me the law is truth. Bring me that in the book of Psalms. Yeah, thy law is the truth. Right?
Continuing,
read.
It say, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge.
There is no truth, no mercy, what?
no knowledge of the Lord in the land.
There's no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land. That's why everybody going with the notion of Jesus. And that is not even his name. You ever look up Jesus? You must Google Jesus and look it up. That is not his name. But the Bible says my people is a bunch of gainsaying people. I hear somebody say Jesus, so I go say it too.
Continuing,
Read.
it say by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery.
By lying and stealing and what?
And committing adultery.
By lying and stealing and committing adultery in the Christian church, full of adultery.
That's right.
Full of adultery.
Man.
How much videos we have with pastors having sex with man and wife?
That's right.
Huh?
God.
Full of adultery. They went preaching law because they tell them the law done away with in the New Testament. Well, let me explain you something. To understand the New Testament, you must understand the Old Testament because the Old Testament validates the New Testament. Read that.
Continuing, it say, they break out and blood touched blood.
They break out and what?
Blood touched blood.
They break out and blood touched blood. So it's only crime and violence and killing and murder all through the land. You know why? Because you've been taught unrighteousness. Yeah, Bonner? Bring out the precept together. You just hold my precept too, I want to know.
Ephesians 5, start at verse 11. You see, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
What the Bible say?
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
The Bible say, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works or workers of darkness. What?
Right, now drop down to verse 14. He said, wherefore he said, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead.
Right, he said, awake thou that sleepest and arise from the dead. What is the dead? Christianity is dead.
That's right.
Die the congregation of the dead. God, all Christians know is John 3:16. Ask any Christian, why give me a Bible verse, John 3:16. And that's what he think there. God so loved the world. And yet they have that wrong because God don't love this world.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, because the condemnation, it's going back into blame. It's going back into the approval. Somebody has to be blamed for what's going on in the place. You can't tell me nobody is to blame on the Satan fault. That's what Christianity teaching, yeah? Nobody is to blame for what's going on, but Satan doing it.
God. So why Satan wouldn't test Job? If you understand, then why Satan wouldn't test Job? Why? I'll just show you how Christianity is of the devil. You understand? Because he has been at the can. As we has been at the Lord, we be getting shy. You understand? We be getting shy as bulls try. You understand? But they try to put Satan on that pedestal that he wrestling with the law and he comes because they went to prison. You getting Satan more play than he have. But when we went down to the elect have power over all the angels and all this stuff. So that will show you how they are destroyed for lack of knowledge. But when they go ahead,
Verse 14. He said, wherefore he said, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and a Mashiach shall give thee light.
Right, so arise from the dead. The dead set is Christianity, Islam, all these things that you all into that isn't your heritage, is the dead or your graves. You understand? And the Lord said, I will rise them out of their graves.
The scripture say,
Where that?
Some in Sirach. Some in Sirach there, where it say, weep for the dead.
What the Bible? Oh, yeah. Where?
They over there. There's Sirach 22. Sirach 22 and yeah, good. Sirach 22 and 11, it reads, weep for the dead, for he had lost the light.
Right, he said, weep for the dead, for he had lost the light. Now, who's the dead in that context? Israel. 2/3 of the Lord people dead, they lost the light.
They discontinue.
Right, they discontinue from the heritage as Jeremiah 17:4 say. Read.
Alright? And weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding.
He said, weep for the fool, for he wanted understanding. Read.
Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. But the life of the fool is worse than death.
Right, now they're talking about spiritual death and also
and physical death.
Physical death. Because they talk about the physical death after he dead. When a man literally dead, he go back in the right mind. You understand? His spirit returned to the Lord and he know what's going on now. He know that he was doing shit. You understand? But the fool, he have no knowledge. Scripture just say fools hate knowledge. That's why the priest of Howard bring on earlier on it said, neither does he come to the light lest his deeds be revealed. he don't even want to reprove he himself. He not gonna come to the light. Because it condemning him.
That's why the scriptures here, it's somewhere in Proverbs. I'm trying to see if I could find it.
By the time you're looking for it, give me the next precept, the
Scriptures here,
you yakal.
Look at Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
So David said, "Oh Lord, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. The law continue forever." Go ahead.
And thy law is the truth.
And what is the truth?
And thy law is the truth.
I want to hear everybody. What is the truth?
And thy law is the truth.
And the Bible says, and thy law is the truth.
That's right, that's right.
Read it over again, one more time.
It says the righteousness.
Call it
Psalm
scripture.
119 and 142.
So if you're listening to me, you can take your pen and write Psalm 119 and what?
And 142.
And 142. Write these precepts down. Read.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Thy righteousness, O Lord, is an everlasting righteousness.
And thy law is the truth.
But Christianity says the law goes done away. But the Bible says thy law is the truth.
Because when you understand the law of the Lord, you understand why the scripture says these things, these laws hang over all. Because if you love the Lord with all your heart, and you love your brethren and you love yourself, you will do all the rest of the laws. You will, if you really fear the Lord and love the Lord, you will follow with the 613, you will follow the 613.
The best ability.
yeah, to the best.
Bring it up.
Like Proverbs 21 and 16, it reads, the man that wandereth out
They're killing the vibes there.
Proverbs 21:16.
Bring it out.
It reads, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
The Bible said the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding. In other words, the man who came to this truth and then walked right back out, what happened there?
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
And shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Because you can't say that you tasted of the good word and then you turn your back and walk back into the world, and you like the Bible says like a dog returning on its own vomit.
Not only those who was in here, but those who just on the outside, and you know, they despise the heritage, they despise the word, they despise the truth. Right? They despise wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because why? You know, they see Egyptology to be more fitting to them. All right, they see Christianity more fitting to them.
And that is the same piece of action for the Deuteronomy, because the Lord say when you go into the cities and you go into the land, don't make no covenant to them.
But bring it out.
I think that Deuteronomy 7, you know, right?
Yeah.
I think that Deuteronomy 12.
Nah,
Like
7:1.
7:2.
But start from verse 1. Let's start from verse 1 going down.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 1.
Read.
When Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power shall bring thee into the land,
Yep.
whether thou goest to possess it, and had cast out many nations before thee.
You say when the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, what's the Lord's name? The Lord's name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahushai the Mashiach. Read.
The Hittites,
The Hittites
and the Gerashites,
and the Girgashites,
and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites,
and the Jebusites, go ahead.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Right, so you see, Israel always had enemies. The Lord said, don't do like these people, don't try to join with them and sing Kumbaya, they like Christianity. All is welcome in Jesus' name. That is Satanism. Read that.
And when Yahweh Ba'Shem
And you know funny life is with the Christians, but brother, that's the Old Testament. But Hebrews 13 and 8 says he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So he doesn't change the program. They're not welcome, they're not welcome. Read.
And when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power shall deliver them from before thee, thou shalt smite them.
Thou shalt what?
Shall smite them.
What we supposed to do with the heathens?
Smite them.
What we supposed to do with the heathens?
Smite them.
No, we can't smite them physically because we're in the land of Babylon. So we have to smite them spiritually with the word. So when them heathens come up to we and actually, can I make it? No. This is not for you. But you can go to the Nazarene church there, you can go and join that as long as you can't come here. In God's little olive tree, you can't make it here. So we supposed to what?
smite them.
Smite them
Uh-huh.
and utterly destroy them.
We're supposed to smite them and utterly destroy them. So I said we can't do it physically, we could do it spiritually. But the angels and Yahweh Shai is coming to do it physical.
Thou shalt make no covenant for them, nor show mercy unto them.
Thou shalt make no covenant to them, nor show mercy unto them. Now, let me go further into this now. Give me Deuteronomy, I think it's 4 where he say, a Moabite and an Ammonite will not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Alright, so bring it out.
427 more.
420, I think it's in that way.
Nah, that's talking about.
Oh, okay.
We went off and got after things. Yeah. So it all
Yeah. You have something? Bring it out by the time.
Right, as the brother was saying, you know, the Lord hear these nations.
Right?
That's why he say, you know, don't go and follow the customs of these nations. Because the Lord hate them. And they read in the wisdom of Solomon 12 and verse 3. He say, for it was thy will to destroy by the hand of our fathers both those whole inhabitants of thy holy land.
Salakia, because that same scripture I read in there. Yeah. That same scripture I read in there. When you go to like when you Google that, and you like say for instance the GNT, you will see the title on top. The sins of the Canaanites. Right? You will see the title on top, sins of the Canaanites. So what is going into here is showing you how filthy these fucking Canaanites is. These fucking Hamites. Yes. You understand? The kind of wickedness that they was doing. Right? Because let's bear with me. Because Egyptologists and those who are against the Bible, they just want to charge the Yabashim Yashai for murder, or God ordered and sanctioned killing a little babies and children and this and that and that and the other. All right, but they ain't reading the scriptures and understand it in its proper form. All right, where the Lord showing you the reason why He made us do what we did unto them to get them out of the land, because they were a bunch of abominable fucks.
That's right.
That's what it was. But anyhow, go ahead, Quora.
That's what I'm saying, because they want to show you how there was a serious battle, because when they go back into the scripture, if you go back and when Moses he put on his hand, he was lost in the battle, but he raised up his hand back up. You understand? So when the battle, so it'll show you how the power the Lord had to be in the midst for us to, the girls give us that strength also, to subdue the other nation.
Actually, what it goes into is we trusting in the Lord.
Yeah, that could be
as long as Moses had his hand up, we had to trust in the God of Israel, who is not in the Christian church.
Read. Solomon 12 verse 3 say, for it was thy will to destroy by the hand of our fathers both those whole inhabitants of thy holy land, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices.
Works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices. That's what I was doing. These Canaanites was into fucking taking the children and throwing them into the fire for Molech. Yeah, doing all sorts of friggin' abominable acts. The alphabet lifestyle and whatnot, so forth. And part of the alphabet lifestyle was putting into sex magic. You understand?
That cannibalism magic.
Yeah, that cannibalism magic. All these things, watch me. And these Hamites, they practice it still to this fucking day over there in Africa. Yeah, they still practice that shit to this day. Alright, they still do human sacrifices and the witchcraft. How you feel these niggas over here, over in the land, over in Haiti there, how you feel those so-called Haitians, they're so versed in that shit called voodoo? You feel they just get it just so? It's mingling amongst these stinking dog Africans, these dogs over there, they're a bunch of fucking dogs. Yeah?
So what Brother God was saying, pertaining to trusting the Lord, you get to see that our people never really trust the Lord. They went and mingle among these other nations and dealing up with their power, because where's that? Like Maccabees? We gotta go. If we go backwards,
Yeah, Maccabees 1 and 11.
Right? So they were saying that, yeah, go ahead.
Even in Jeremiah and all too.
Yeah.
Right? When Jeremiah tell them, hey, don't go wrong into Egypt, this, that, whatnot, so forth, Yeah? But what they tell Jeremiah? They tell Jeremiah, we hear it always saying, We understand all we're saying, you know, but we're not going to go through that, you know. We rather worship the Queen of Heaven. Because since we left off from the Queen of Heaven, all sorts of trouble befall upon us. You understand? So you see how wicked they, and it's the same spirits here back today.
Before you bring out your thing here, but I'm mad. The scripture asking for.
Same spirits back here today.
We're talking about a Japanese and a Moabites will not enter into the congregation.
Right? Deuteronomy 23. I think.
Yeah, somebody bring it out.
Yes, I have it.
That's sad.
Deuteronomy 23 and 3.
Yeah, and all they can be having a conversation about this. That madness.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 3. Right? It says, an Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Read it over again one more time.
Deuteronomy 23 and 3. An Ammonite or Moabite
Which
shall
is a Japanese and a Chinese. For those of you who don't know what a Moabite and an Ammonite is, are the Chinese and the Japanese. What do you Lord say about the Chinese and the Japanese?
shall not enter into the congregation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Lord said you're not entering into my congregation. Read.
Even to their 10th generation.
Even to the 10th generation. So for Christians to come and say God so loved the world and everybody welcome, that is Satanism.
You know, with the punchline is where the Lord say, even to the 10th.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The 10th generation. So there is no welcome for them ever.
Ever.
What shall be my worship?
You have born it?
Yeah,
Finish it off.
Shall they not enter into the congregation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai forever?
Forever. Forever. And that's perpetually. They could never enter into the congregation of the Most High. Alright? Christians just want to talk about the mixed multitude that came out of Egypt. Alright? Yes, those mixed multitude that came out of Egypt with us was heathens. Right? Was heathens, but what? They was for our inheritance. Alright? They was for our inheritance. And it goes, watch this. Not only that you know why the Lord started to fuck you up in the wilderness? That's the other day Elder Karatasa end up bringing it out. Yeah, man. These mixed multitudes, alright, because it wasn't just only us who were serving slavery in Egypt. You know, it had other nations amongst us who were serving slavery and whatnot. Alright? But when we came out of Egypt, the first to really start to murmur against the Most High, that the Most High had us start to bring judgment on we in the wilderness, was actually the heathen, the mixed multitude. They was the ones that really started murmuring, you know, and talking about when we was in Egypt, you know, we was eating fine, you know, we was eating good, the onions and the this and the that and the other and the other and the other. You understand what I'm saying? So it just goes to show, you know, the spirit of the heathen, you know, is always subjected to the heathen. Yep. All right, and they could never be amongst us. All right, in the congregation. All right, when we had they could themselves step to the temple. All right, they had us to be in the courtyard. All right, when we have our, you know, we high holy days and whatnot, so forth, you know, and we giving up the offerings and, you know, we in the service of the Lord and whatnot, so forth. We couldn't, them couldn't come into the compound. The others stay on the courtyard. Them couldn't come to the temple. They couldn't step up to the temple. They had us to be in the courtyard. Just imagine the animals. The animals had more how to put it, value, so to say. Yeah, more privilege, so to say, because remember the animals, they got to come to be sacrificed. You understand?
Yeah, that like when Matthias and Judas Maccabeus and them, they break down the whole temple. They didn't even want to rebuild the altar. They said, nah, we had to break down this whole temple because they didn't want heathens them to use that. So we break down this whole thing. Oh, can, because I was just saying, pertaining to what the brother just said, that when Judas Maccabeus and Matthias, they break down the whole temple, just because the heathens was dwelling in it. You understand? So what the brother saying is facts. The Lord was never dealing with them, and then now all people want to be a kumbaya, they love a kumbaya. You can even see it in church. Because even when I used to go to church, and I was a long time ago, they used to see, they were dealing with homos. They didn't want to go into that too much, but they were dealing with homos. The church rampant and homos normal.
And not only that, too, they had something called temple whores, where these women, had women that was designate, you know, to have sex with the congregation and whatnot, so forth. Because again, it all goes back to the sex magic and all these things. And it's the same shit. It's the same shit that they look over in Babylon. They the church with these women.
Yeah.
With all the cleavage.
Outside.
I forget the name of the fucking church. Oh gosh,
It was a club church also.
What about the one? You had to come to suck she breasts.
Yeah,
you had to come and suck she breasts.
the spiritual milk.
Yeah, the spiritual milk. All them like temple halls, all them shit is
And
temple
then
halls.
the Lord say, He's sending all these plagues and this famine as scourges of amendment. If you can bring that picture from scourges of amendment, I'll bring out this one first.
Where now?
They wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, love righteousness.
What the Bible say?
Love righteousness.
What the Bible say?
Love righteousness.
Yeah, he said love righteousness.
Ye that be
That what?
judges of the earth.
Ye that be what?
Judges of the earth.
And who is the future judges of the earth? We are.
But this going
Under
into
Yahweh
Esau.
Shai Mashiach.
But they're speaking directly to Esau.
Can't.
Yeah, they're speaking directly to Esau. What?
It says,
But since he can't run the kingdom, we take it on the mantle. We are the judges of the earth. Right, the earth's rightful ruler is Yasha Allah. Or the earth's rightful ruler is Yasha Allah. Esau can run this world. The Bible, Job 9:24 said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, but for a period of time. Because when you go back to 2 Thessalonians, he said, he that letteth will let until he be what? Taken out of the
Second just 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the wood and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
It's for Esau, yeah. But it's for we.
so I'm not going to do this what the Lord say now, right? I'll read it.
One more time. Read it.
Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him.
Esau can't do that. That is really we. We got to do that.
Don't know.
Yeah, because listen to this.
Yeah,
It says, for he will be found of them that tempt him not. Right? Because what his church is doing and what he's got need, what he's got
They're tempting the Lord.
They're tempting the Lord. They're bringing up churches, they're making up, they're calling, they're using the Lord Bible now to say, well, that I come in the church and suck your breast. That pastor's saying you have to go outside and eat the grass. He don't bless the grass. You understand? When you eat that grass, you're getting blessed. You know? All kind of things are all kind of heresies they're bringing in with the Lord's word. Right? But yeah, what it say? It says, for he will be found of them that tempt him not, and sheweth himself unto such as do not distrust him. So, if he says shewing himself to them that do not distrust him, it's only ones that trust him he's dealing with. Lord not dealing with nobody that distrusts him. Because to trust somebody is to what? To rely on them. You understand? Who does rely on to feed me when the day comes? Who does rely on to make sure we're safe? Who does rely on to do for everything is the Lord. But they don't want to rely on, they rely on the government to make sure the money comes. They rely on they boss, they rely on everything but the Lord. You go back to Isaiah 30. You understand?
It's actually Wisdom of Solomon 6. Yes, Wisdom of Solomon 6. Go ahead. So
right, so here we say here, for into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. So how they expect to be chanting the nonsense in church and saying that the Holy Spirit? Lord not even entering into that. Lord not taking no part in none of that foolishness. The scripture say if it can't be interpreted, then it is nonsense. It's spirits. You understand?
You have something to bring out?
Yeah, you can. Bring it up. Right, go back into the book of Deuteronomy. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4. And I will start at... I'll start at verse 15.
You will pause it when you make sure come with that demonic people.
I'll start from verse 14. And it reads, say, and the Lord commanded me at this time to teach you statutes and judgment that ye might do them in the land whether ye go to possess it. Take therefore good heed unto yourselves.
What the Bible say?
Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye.
So basically what Moses was doing, Moses was warning the Israelites, he was warning the children of Israel. He was saying, listen, take heed that you do this. Because the day all you leave this, the heathen will come and devour all you and swallow all you up. And then there's a scripture that says Israel is swallowed up among the heathens, right? Somebody get that scripture for me. Get that scripture for me. Israel is swallowed up among the heathens. Well, continue.
They say, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord speak unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire. It says, lest ye corrupt yourself and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure and likeness of male or female.
So all these cool Negroes who celebrating Indian arrival day. Right? And when the Wali come, all they worshiping Mother Lakshmi and lighting a diya for that, the Most High gonna destroy every last one of you all. We say Shalak Rayam Wa, Ainashiam Wa, Abadiam Wa, Ragiam, upon all you fucking wicked Negroes who is about to celebrate that and support that. You have it?
Yeah. This book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
You don't have no pleasure with these Negroes. No pleasure at all. You want to celebrate that, and I hope in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua you is Indian shit on the pullory and the doubles and give them to eat. I hope everyone out there squatted it and gave these Negroes to eat.
Can them sweat alu?
Next one there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at Psalm chapter 106 verse 34. They did not destroy the nations.
They what?
They did not destroy the nations.
Yeah, the Lord told them destroy them, but Israel again. Israel again. Had this kind of love everybody kind of vibe. And that came from way back, you know. And these Negroes adopt that spirit, you know. Like when they went to Africa, they're all about the Hamites and hugging them up.
The same Hamites sell them.
And the same Hamites sell them to fuck off.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. To the Hamites. Psalm 106 and verse 34 it says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh Shem Yahushai commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen.
They were what?
Mingled among the heathen.
They were mingled. That's why Isaiah had a crowd that his spirit said, Lord, unto you belong the glory, but unto us belong what? Confusion of faces. And when confusion of faces come upon what happened now, it brings confusion. So the Lord said, let them declare the pedigree according to the house of their fathers. To separate the sheep from the goats.
That's right.
To separate light from darkness, good from evil, the clean from the unclean. That is what's going on. That's what the gospel is all about. Now you see that demonic thing coming on the road there? We had to cut it a little bit just to let them demons pass. Just to how you call it again? Just to get them that blind, let them pass. Because after all, this is not our rest. This is not our world where we should. You know we think. If we have spiritual powers, we blast that truck to smithereens.
I'm reading this verse. Psalm 106 and verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works.
And learn their works. I sure, as they shop now, I watch man. I am sure.
You count how much niggas.
Yeah, exactly. I show you the majority will be Negroes.
Please fast and back up.
Because you know they always want something to eat.
Fast, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressors and choose none of their ways.
Break it down for them, man. Envy thou the oppressors and choose none of their ways. That's a show. Yeah, that's a show already.
people that destroy Palak and knowledge. You understand? Just recently, you understand, a punch maker say that, you know, should have put poison whatever in the punch for this cockroach, calling Jakes cockroach and that. But yet your Jakes, Ramsaran can. And now your Jakes will run up, you understand, for their all the pagan celebration, who up on Kurita and all these things to show for that, yeah, I am all I always love is love. And this is how Jake are destroyed. Everything for them is love, 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 but they understand what is love. Following the laws, statutes and commandments of Yahweh.
They subscribe to Jake, subscribe to this one world order. They want to be part of this heathen. That's why the Diwali come, they lighten up deer for Mother Lakshmi. A damn nasty stinking idol. Right? This is I'm going to continue here. Psalm 106 and verse 36. They say, and they serve their idols. Right? Which is one of the biggest snare to our people. They serve their idols, which were a snare or trap unto them. You know, and you see there, and brother Christian, always talking about the family too. And all of these Jakes too. Chesley Porches are big idol too. But you have these Indian gods which Jake worship too.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
When these are Orisha, Shango people and them, they have Chesley Porches, which is the biggest Satan of all. Then they have Hindu and Hanuman and these kind of things, and all the gods merge together. Until my demonic mother at one point in time said, she was a witch and she said, Hanuman was the girl.
Wow. Yeah, Psalm 106 and 27. Yeah, they sacrifice their sons and their daughters unto devils. And these Israelites, that's what they do too. They Kali, the goddess of death. Correct. What's the next one that still have up on the in the thing? Shiva. Right? They literally sacrifice their children and their family members for prosperity and wealth. Yeah. Right? And that's what these Jakes do too. These Jakes are the same kind of mindset.
I think you should see this is not our fault.
And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrifice unto the idols of Canaan. Right? And the northern kingdom, of course, was also big in that too. Yeah, big in the side. Right? And the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled by their own words and went a-whoring after their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, in so much that he
Look what Jake becomes.
Yeah, boy. You know? Hey,
and she's like, if she gets clean up and thing, she will be one beautiful day. But I'm not sure the way people reach through. But you know, she will not accept the gospel. She glorifying the wickedness. So they don't put that upon them.
Yeah. Psalm 106 and 40. Therefore was the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai kindled against his people, in so much that he abhorred his own inheritance.
Lord will smite them with madness and blindness. When we see in that Scripture says there is no good thing could come to he that is always occupied in evil.
Yeah, that's one more verse already.
Can't go that.
And he gave them unto the hand of the heathen, and he gave them into the hands of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them.
Give them in the hands of the what?
The heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them.
They that rule over we, our oppressor. And they just saw the system so Esau is not a man of balance. That's why when you read the prayer Azariah, they don't give the hands of an unjust king. A man who is unjust, not fair. Right? So in this system, society, in this kingdom, it will never flourish, it will never go good. Right? That's why the scripture says when the wicked in authority, the people mourn.
Yeah, the moon around the 4 months a day.
But the righteous coming back in the authority.
That's right.
In verse 5 and 21, it say, I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Right? Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear.
Read that man. You have to picture voice.
This Amos 5 and 21. It says, I hate, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies,
It said, though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
So that is the noise of song. You know, to take that away from him. He's not going to jump up in it. Worse yet is a heathen culture, so he's not going to jump up in that. Now, is there Israelites among them? Yes, they are. But like I say, Israel is swallowed up among the heathen. Confusion of faces. So you're going to have those, so like here, it will have those that are looking like these Indians. They are not. So we not be carnal with this thing. We just say, no, Israel is swallowed up among them. And don't even know that, sir.
That's why we grew up with them, one as an Elamite, and their father been a Drake, but the Elamite have more same house, so the whole everybody going after the Elamite have custom, following after sheep and God, they just all them nonsense. I see to my own eyes down in my village. Yeah, there's a brother say, fuck Shiva, fuck God, fuck Allah, fuck all of them.
Fuck Lakshmi, fuck Hanuman, fuck all the 36 million fucking gods in the woods of man. You understand? And who don't like it, fuck you too.
That's right, because we really mean the Lord will declare the truth. Thus says the Yahweh Hashem Yochai, which we know the Lord's name is dreadful amongst the heathens. You understand? So when all hell break loose, when you see all the plagues like in Egypt come back in these last days, you're going to be seeing what they're doing the other day in there. When they're casting all the mercies inside the fucking drain. You understand? All in the river. Because why?
Yeah, the God put that video, as I say that, with the Elam, a big flood taking place now, and the Elam had told the fucking God.
Yeah, they take that Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva, even told.
Imagine Shiva
had to be total on the...
Now in Hindu mythology, Shiva is the destroyer god.
Yeah.
So I guess he's supposed to help himself.
Yeah.
But we see that in my church, Shiva, because in case Shiva go down the river.
In India, why they pelting all the mercy in the river?
Yeah.
Why the mercy come jump up and help them?
Why you swim? Why the mercy break up and drown?
Yeah.
So you playing strength in the song when you can basically say you can walk and it can rust. You understand? It basically made from clay, we can break.
So the question is to Israel, how long will you all anger the Lord?
Can.
How long will you have the Lord anger upon us?
Can.
It's so funny, because all them hands on the game since then. I can tell you. I just want to Right, it say, Amos 5:23, it says, take thou away from me the noise of songs of thy songs, for I will not hear the melodies of thy viols.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 24. It says, for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yoshai, is a consuming fire, even a jealous power.
What?
A jealous power.
Even what?
A jealous power.
Even what?
A jealous power.
Lord our God is a jealous.
A consuming fire.
A consuming fire and a what?
A jealous power.
Jealous power. Thou shalt have no other God besides him.
That's right.
No other God beside him. Anything else but him is Satan.
Fire fast.
Because the Philippians,
Bring out your voice.
chapter 2 and verse 11, they said the Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth. And men shall worship
The
him.
Bible says he's going to famish all the gods of the earth. You know what I mean? He will destroy every last one. And the Lord said, when you understand the truth and you come into the truth, they will dash them away like a ministering cloth.
Book of Tobit, chapter 2 and verse 6, remembering that prophecy of Amos, as he said, your feast shall be turned into mourning, and all your mirth into lamentation. Right? Read it over Tobit 2 and 6. Remembering that prophecy of Amos, as he said, your feast shall be turned into mourning.
That's right.
And all your mirth into lamentation.
And all your mirth into what?
Lamentation.
All your feasts into mourning, and everything going to be into lamentation. You're going to lament like one who lamented for his only son that he lost.
So can I say add? Let's zoom up on that day. Fast someone come
Just zoom up on that. That is the celebration of the heathenic celebration, which is called Indian Arrival Day. We don't celebrate Emancipation Day because we know fucking Africa.
That's right. And for some and when you watch behind it, you see Jake's line up for the food where they sacrifice out to the idol gods. You understand? Jake running for that box of food. They show how destroying Jake is. And why Lord's gonna destroy them.
They Jeremiah 2:11. They say, and the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods. But my people have changed their glory for that which do not profit them.
So you see, tomorrow is Monday, please the Most High. We are going to finish this tomorrow, please the Most High. With that, we give all praises. Look out for part 2 of this Monday night. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.